What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 162 of The Rise of a Nation. And today it is, well, as I said by the title, a national team game. Today we're going to have a double header. It's the international break, it's October, and Romania and Wales are our rivals, both away from home. Today we're going to be opening up with the Romania game, the Wales game will follow, and yeah, of course this is going to be in the European League Division B. So yeah, hopefully we can do something decent here in this competition, because we got off to a good start with a win. Romania and Wales drew in the game that they played against one another. So a win here against Romania really puts us in a great position. In terms of our team for today's game, it's looking pretty strong. There's a few players who are going to be resting, like Frigier, who just isn't quite ready. But the rest of the team is looking pretty strong. Just a little bit of team news to be aware of, I guess, just before we get into today's kind of episode, and it's the fact that I trusted my assistant and I regret it. I asked him to pick the squad thinking, yeah, he's not going to screw it up, is he? He did screw it up. He left out both Graffite, who is now eligible to play for Gibraltar and will be playing for Gibraltar. He also left out Bay, who of course has been a useful striker for us. Probably wouldn't have started today anyway, but would have been a very useful player to have on the bench for these two games. And the other player we have is Salcedo, who is now declared for Gibraltar following kind of this round of international kind of call-ups. So he will be our goalkeeper going forward, assuming Mexico don't go and kind of poach him beforehand. And at the age of 24, a long-term option there in the goal, which is really good to be able to say. So that's worth noting when we kind of go through the squad for today's game. In terms of the system, in terms of how we're going to play what I played against Wales, which is actually this formation, a 4-3-1-2. It's a good formation. It kind of suits our team, with the exception of perhaps the striker department. And yeah, let's have a quick look through the team. So in goal, we start off with Alberto Romero. 84 caps now for Gibraltar. A good goalkeeper, definitely not a great goalkeeper. Salcedo, I kind of feel like he has that marking behind him, but Romero, not a bad goalkeeper by any means. At left back, we have Jose Luis Salas. Good left back, 11 caps, 25 years old. Very good younger player, a vital player in our team. At right back, we have Jason Hall, who is only 28. Again, good little fullback, really. You can see good physicals, either-footed, can play either fullback position, which is nice, as well as in midfield. At centre-back for today's game, we actually have a new addition alongside Gary Horst, who, of course, joined us at the Apex this year. And that man alongside him is going to be Castano, making his debut. The Colombian, a player who we picked up at Gibraltar Apex at the age of 18. He's been with us since his days at Atletico Nacional, where he joined us for £1 million. He's not played too much for us in the league, but he's a very good centre-back, and at the age of 23, the fact he's willing to declare to Gibraltar is really, really pleasing. And yeah, the fact that, you know, he wants to play for us is just fantastic. And yes, he is going to be getting to the age of 24 basically after these two games, but still a very young player, a good centre-back, not a great centre-back, but certainly a player who can step up to the mark when we need him to, such as today. Anyway, moving into the midfield, in the ball-winning midfielder position, we go with Graffite, the older one, the former right-back. Graf Wright, as he was once known. In the centre mid position, playing the centre mid defender, we go with Ethan Brunt, 31 years old, loads of experience there. The next player we have, one of the best kind of young prospects, who's actually a Gibraltarian player, Damien Ferrari. He's 19, 11 caps for Gibraltar, and you can see we sold him to Lincoln Red 2 years ago for £1 million, and he's played regular first team football for them, and it's benefited him. And he's only 19, he's become a little bit of a regular in the national team, so we'll see what he can do. In attacking midfield for today's game, we go with Anibal Perez, 29 years old, a great attacking midfielder with some great creativity. And up front for today's game, we go with Mosca, the people's man, and alongside him, we're going to go with Henny, who, of course, is a good, useful little striker himself. I'm actually contemplating switching Henny and Mosca around, or maybe changing the roles a little bit. I could play Henny as a false 9. That might work. Yeah, I think we might try that. It's weird that he can't play complete forward, but he can play false 9 well on support. I guess we'll go with false 9 on support. Let's have a look. How does that suit him? I know it does suit him. Yeah, you can see there. Only really the balance and passing a letdown. So we'll go with that as our team. It's a little bit of a mix and match team. Of course, we are away against Romania today. It's not going to be an easy game. Realistically, in this group, I just want to try and stay in this division if we can. I feel like with the addition of Salcedo at goalkeeper, and also obviously Graffite, the left back, who will probably end up actually playing right back for us, we'll actually have a really strong defence in the national team, which is something to look forward to. Anyway, let's submit our team. This is a big game. Gary Horst lacking some sharpness, but he's going to have to play today. A few of you guys in the YouTube comments have mentioned, you know, I maybe should play Gary Horst more in league games for Apex. I think you're probably right, and I well, I probably should be doing that. It would be within my interest, particularly with our national team, to do just that. Anyway, in terms of how we're going to set up shop, we're going to go on the attack. Romania, they're a good team. I have a weird feeling, did we beat them to get to the Euros last year? I feel like I've already played them in a competitive game. I might be wrong there, but I do feel like they're beatable. We're going to try and make something happen. We are away from home, and actually looking at it, they are having the early spell of dominance, although we have the ball here. Anibal Perez, big ball up to Mosca. Can he score? Of course he can. Welcome to the nation. He could be a very useful player for us, that Mosca kid. And, well, he scored for us there. Makes it 1-0. Anibal Perez with the assist. And, well, we know from our club days, Mosca does not need an invitation to shoot. He found himself through on goal, and it's very rare that he misses that kind of opportunity. And, well, despite our lack of possession and perhaps lack of chances leading to this goal, we have got it. Perez, great vision there, great pass picked out. One of the few players actually in our team, Perez, who I feel like can make that kind of pass. And we find the back of the net. And we go a goal to the good. A great start for us. Mosca going to be delighted, of course, just to keep his fantastic goal-scoring tally for the nation going. And we're on the attack again here. Mosca to Anibal Perez. Can Perez finish it? He can't, but Ferre's there. Salas tries to cross in. Second time of asking. Can't beat his man, but he's got it again. Perez is there this time. That's on the volley, I think, into the top corner. What a finish that is by Anibal Perez. Absolutely unreal finish. Salas with the initial ball headed away. Does well really to beat the two men who are closing him down. He crosses it in. Perez marauding in. Just cushions it on the inside of his left foot. Didn't even have to deviate his run. He just met it so sweetly. We're 2-0 up. Well, I want to say we're hammering Romania. It's not a hammering yet. And we do need to continue to defend. But we're looking good at the moment. And, well, not with defending like that, we're not. That is shocking by Hall. Not the greatest clearance. And actually, they get themselves straight back into it, Romania. 21 minutes gone. Not an exhibition of great defending so far, I think it's fair to say. We didn't really deal with this ball here, but it's just how slow Hall is getting out. He plays both of the men on in the middle. And, well, Romero, not the greatest goalkeeper. I don't think you can really blame him for that one there, though. It was just hammered past him from point-blank range. Not a chance. But yeah, looking at our team, a few players a little bit tired, which is a little bit of a concern because, of course, we have got the Wales game following this one, and it's only the first of 2 games. But we knew there was a little bit of a risk with perhaps a few of the players I was going to play today. Players like Perez, it's worth the risk with them, 76% condition, but he scored a goal and got an assist. But no, first half, good half of football. Looking at the general fitness, it's not too bad. I think Salas might be the player who has to make way soonest, but we've got lots of options on the bench. Of course, this is the friendly league kind of international system, so we're allowed to have a very, very bloated bench, which is nice. So we have players for pretty much every position. So we don't really have to worry about our subs too much, but we don't have to worry about, every single possible scenario either. When it comes to kind of trying to get 7 players, you just cover all bases, which is a nice situation, I guess, to be in a lot of ways. And well, with 60 minutes left, we're still up in this game and we're still looking fairly good. Romania, they've only had that one shot on target, which was the goal. Salas really struggling now. We're going to bring in Jay Marriott for him. I'm going to take off Anibal Perez as well. I'm going to bring in Benjamin Williams, who's a very, very good creative player. You can see Benjamin Williams if we just hover over. He's got 16 vision. He's got 12 passing. He's got a good first touch as well. He can very much slot into that kind of attacking midfielder position and be a bit of a linchpin for us in terms of just, threading the play and really being a player who the ball goes through a lot. Anyway, we want to try and keep ahead here, although, well, Williams with an ambitious pass there, trying to pick out Mosca, didn't quite find his man. And Romania are going to be bringing the ball forward here. We've been on top for a large time in this game. We don't really want to throw it away now if we can avoid it. Romero with the ball. He's just sat on it. He doesn't really care. It's not a great kick though, is it? Romania on the attack. They've got men over on this right-hand side. It's going to be whipped in and it's finished. And it's come from a poor bit of distribution by Romero. And, well, we only have ourselves to blame. Romania, they've come into the game a little bit more in the last kind of 5 or 10 minutes, really, since we made the changes. And, well, they've punished us there. It's now 2-2. Poor defending all round, a poor pass really by Romero. He dilly-dallied on the ball, he sat on it, he tried to waste a little bit of time. And, well, the distribution, considering how long he had to think about where he wanted to put the pass, was particularly disappointing, I think it's fair to say. Anyway, Ferre looking a little bit tired in the midfield. I should maybe look to swap him out. But there's still time in this game, I guess, for either team to get a goal. But it is us actually with the ball here. And it's up to Moscow, who can make something out of nothing. He's got an option on the right-hand side if he picks him out. Ferre inside to Ethan Brunt. He switches it to Taylor Hall, who whips it in. Moscow! What a goal that is. That is such a nice passing move. That is what we are all about. And it's Hall with the goal, with the assist. Mosca with the goal. Nice pass here by Ethan Brunt to spread it out wide. And it's a nice ball into the box. And Mosca, just what a header that is. Just uses the power of the cross to guide it across the keeper's body and into the opposite corner. And, we're looking good now. And, there might be time for more. Mosca on the attack. He wants a hat-trick now. He won't get it. He hits the post. Let's take off for Ray, who really is struggling. And we'll bring on Danny Evans for him. We'll bring on Danny Evans, although I am going to move, actually, Ethan Brunt into the deep line playmaker role. So that's the change we'll make there. But no, 5 minutes left. We're looking good for a win maybe in this first game, which would be a really good achievement. And as I said, going into this game, it puts us in a really strong position in our international friendly group, which is a great situation to be in. Not really a group I expected us to get out of. We are in the second kind of division of 4 different tiers. So if we were to win this division and go up another, that would be a great achievement. That would really help us out. It would mean we get to play against some fairly big teams. Anyway, great result there. We were the underdogs. No one gave us a chance. We got a 3-2 win. Mosca with a man-of-the-match performance. He made 4 key passes. He got 2 goals. That means he's got now 7 goals in 8 games for Gibraltar, which is a great little achievement. The next game we've got is going to be against Wales. If we win that, well, I don't want to say we're going up, but we probably will be, which is crazy to be saying at this early stage. But anyway, guys, hopefully you're enjoying this so far. We're going to skip forward, get into that kind of game and see how we get on. And Giroud's injured himself. Well, hopefully that's nothing too serious. Anyway, I'll be back in just a second for that second game of this episode. So we're going to the second game against Wales, and I didn't actually realise this. I should make this clear now. If we win this game, we go through. We go into the next division. We go into League A or Division A, which would be an amazing achievement. I didn't really realise, and I guess it's unusual in a lot of ways, to have a group with 3 teams in, just in football. It hadn't really clicked in my head. Hang on a minute. There's only 4 games we play for this. So, if we get a win here against Wales, we'd be going through, which would be amazing. And we would be getting that promotion. A draw might even be good enough, because really there's going to be a lot of pressure on Romania to get a result in their last game. But anyway, let's see what we can do here. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tricky. Looking at how they predicted to line up Wales with a weird formation for us to perhaps have to deal with. In terms of our team, I'm going to give Salas, I think, a rest. And I'm almost tempted also to play Danny Evans at right back for today's game, because I do feel like the full-back positions, it's important we have players who are fresh-legged. We have got Frigier, who I am going to bring on for Castano, because I think Frigier is just a little bit better. Elsewhere, though, I think we have to chance the fitness of Annabel Perez. He was a great player for us last game against Romania. We were a little bit lucky to get a win in at the end against them, and we certainly missed his creative presence in the team. So anyway, that's the team we're going to go in with here. We're taking on Wales, of course. We already beat them 1-0 previously. And, despite being away from home, I feel like we should continue to play on the attack and see what we can do. I've got faith in the boys, though, to really try and make something happen in this game. So let's see if they can make it happen, okay? Didn't like the team talk. Let's see if we can rescue it. Kind of. I mean, we've confused as many people as we've motivated. In fact, we've confused more people. But being confused is better than being angry at me. Let's see if we can, despite an iffy team talk, I guess you could argue, try and get something here. It's the similar team to what we played before. Of course, the fullback position's a little bit different. But we are on the attack here early on. Foray wins it. Henny passes it to Mosca. Can he find the finish? He can't. It's a penalty, though. And it's going to be Henny, actually, not Mosca, who lines up for this penalty. Martin Bale of Wales, probably Gareth Bale's long-lost son. Henny with a chance. He scores from the spot. Dream start for us here. 8 minutes gone. Gibraltar 1, Wales 0 in a game with no shots early on. We get a gift as Mosca was clattered in the box, and we take that gift with open arms. And, we put ourselves in pole position to really try and make something happen here. A nice finish by Henny. Mosca loves it too. He's applauding it. Danny Evans, the Ginger Ninja, right back. He's enjoyed it equally as much. And, the dream start for us here in this second game, and hopefully we can, defend well now. Of course, last time we beat Wales, as I mentioned, it was 1-0. I would take another 1-0 right now, although you'd feel like with 18 minutes left, we're probably going to need a goal or two more to really make it safe. And Mosca, Perez, Mosca, this is lovely play. Can the ball get into the box? Danny Evans whips in, can't be the first man. Second time of asking. Perez, he got a goal last game. He had a chance there. It was blocked away, a clear-cut chance, I think. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to make anything off this corner here as Mosca to Brunt to Perez. Is it a pointless highlight? Of course it is. Perez offside there. Lazy getting back. Worth noting, Ferreira's match fitness is a little bit low. I didn't realise how low that was. So he might be a player we have to look at swapping out. Have got options in the centre mid position though, so that's good for us. Danny Evans with a chance here, whips it in. Hughes collects it. Of course, Dylan Hughes, Swansea's captain, I do believe, a goalkeeper who I have looked at as a replacement for Young. Had a bid of, I think, £60 million rejected. So we know he's a good keeper, and perhaps in some ways we're lucky that we had that penalty to beat him from the spot. Anyway, they're on the attack here. They've actually got a lot of men forward. Darlington, edge of the box. Fred through Conlon. And I think Darlington plays on Manchester 62. I want to check that real quick. I'm just curious. It's kind of weird how with this save everything kind of links together. Oh no, he plays for Gibraltar Lions. Well, I knew the name was familiar. That's weird. It's weird how Gibraltar's getting to the stage now where I'm recognising players in international games for playing for other Gibraltarian sides. It really does kind of feel like an organic league in Gibraltar at this point where I'm starting to learn a lot of the players who just play for the other teams. Anyway, half-time, it's 1-1. It's okay. A draw would be an okay result. Let's try and motivate the players to really give it their all in the second half. Gary Horst on a booking is a little bit of a concern. Frigier is really struggling, so I'm going to bring in Castano for him. I think I'm also going to take off Foray, and I'm going to bring in Benjamin Williams to kind of play that playmaker role for us. A role that he can definitely play. Of course, he did play in the last game on off the bench, so he's used to kind of coming on in this scenario. Hopefully, he can kind of just adapt to it in this game. And yeah, we'll see what we can do here. 53 minutes gone. We're on the ball. Williams, the sub. Fred through Mosca. Can Mosca find a finish? It's a narrow angle. He tries to pull it back. The keeper does well. And, well, we have a corner now to try and make something happen. Hannibal Perez doesn't beat the man at the near post. Always disappointing. And, well, we have to try and rebuild from the back, except, of course, pointless corner highlight. 30 minutes left. We've been on top in this game. More possession, more shots. You would not think we were the team who are slight underdogs, perhaps, and away from home. We've taken this game to Wales really, really well. Hannibal Perez struggling. I don't think I can afford to take him off. He's just been too good for us today. We're going to persevere with the lineup we've got right now. The game incredibly tight. We're still edging possession, but Wales certainly creating chances. A draw would not be the worst result by any means, to be honest, in this game. If we can get a late goal, fantastic. But, you know, the draw is what we are looking for at the moment. And, well, with 2 minutes left of added time, it's a dull end to this game, you'd think. Half a minute left. Marriott wins it. Could we score a late goal? I don't think so. Palmer now with it for Wales. They're going to be looking to maybe bring the ball forward. Castano and Horst deal with it between them. That is going to be all she wrote. It's going to finish here 1-1. Two good results, really. Although, I should shut up. Mosca. Perez, with the last kick of the game, has a chance. And the keeper saves it. It could have been a win. It's a draw, which is not a bad result by any means. It does mean that in Romania, that Wales now can't win the competition. They can't go up. Romania will need to beat ourselves and Wales when we play them in the next international break if they want to top the group. So a big challenge for them. But no, a good result there. Kind of all in all the 1-1. The 3-2 obviously a great result preceding that. Next time we play in the internationals will be against Romania on the 14th. Do Romania have a game prior to that? Let's see. I'm not sure if we're the first or second game of the internationals. That's all. Okay, we're the first game, so that will be a game that we do live com. It's in exactly a month's time. So that's a game to look forward to there. As always, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Good stuff from the international team again, really. Obviously, we've got a few exciting additions coming into the side next international break, which is always good to be able to see. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, as I already said. Other than that, if you've got any comments, leave them down below. And yeah, next time it will be Shakhtar in the club kind of episodes where hopefully we can continue on in our Champions League campaign, searching to hopefully win the whole thing at the third time of asking in the final. Anyway, thank you for watching, as I already said. It's me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.